Hey everybody, welcome to Brothers of Bourbon, the internet's first show dedicated to showing you where to get some good bourbon, where to drink some good bourbon, and how to take your drinking game up a level at home. We're here to make the mistakes so you don't have to. Before we get started, please hit that like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here. Today we have R6 Distillery, their single malt whiskey. I picked this up when I was in California, in San Francisco, for a client visit. And I actually had a one-way ticket there, had no idea when I was coming back, but I wanted to make sure that I picked up something for the show. Yeah, so, and make sure I brought something from the West Coast back to my guys here in the Midwest.
Yeah. So I think this is our first single malt whiskey, correct?
You are correct, yes.
It is, yeah. The fun thing about this is that, his Chicago roots kept pulling at him, because the story around R6 is that six brothers decided they wanted to open a Rialto kind of theater in what was then a small little town called Los Angeles. But in order to open that theater, they actually pulled in two architects from Chicago to design it. One of the brothers, Rob, on a trip to New Orleans, fell in love with the distilling process. Funny thing about that, it actually wasn't a bourbon or whiskey distillery, it was a rum distillery. Brought that back to, again, the city that turned out to be kind of famous, LA, and started making craft spirits there. 4 generations later, they are award winning. This was actually the best whiskey in LA one year. We're looking forward to tasting it. We're going to try it neat first and go from there. So what we're going to try today is 90 proof, which, got a little bite. It's going to have a little bit of to it, like Chris likes it, but it's also going to have a little smoothness like it in it, like Carolyn and I like it. So looking forward to it. Again, thank you for bringing it home.
Oh, no problem, anytime, man. Got to share it with the brothers.
That's right. That's right. All right, as they say, let's get it cracking.
So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have 2 different tastings. We're going to have it neat, as it should always be done. Cough, cough.
Was that shade? Oh my, the shade. Petty the bell.
And then the second tasting, to appease the rest of the audience, we're having it with ice.
All right.
Because as we know, when you have it sit with ice and a little bit of water, it changes the profile altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Right.
So let's do it.
Cool.
Go ahead.
And as always, will you do the honors?
Let's take a look at that color, though. That's a rich color.
Yeah, it's very dark brown. Definitely a stark contrast to the few that we reviewed the other week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And actually, I think this is a little bit more redder than Few.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Even though Few has like a red label, like it's known for that. Mm-hmm. I only say it because with the pictures, you can see everything in the reflection.
Mm-hmm. True. So, let's go with smells first.
Yeah.
Like, I can smell that. It's got a distinct smell.
It's got a sweet to it, yeah.
Oh, it's nice and soft.
Yeah. It's definitely floral on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you smell all the aromatic floral. Like, I wish I knew my flowers better, because that definitely smells like I'm just sniffing an entire bouquet of flowers. Like...
Smells spicy and definitely is spicy.
Definitely tastes
spicy.
And
that tastes like tequila, like a mezcal.
Yeah.
You think so?
Very much so, like hands down.
Smoky too.
Smoky.
Smoky. I'm not getting the tequila thing though, because I think
with the flowers and it's just like tequila. The smell profile, at least with it.
But that smoothness, that overlays, is what.
This tastes like a high quality mezcal.
Okay.
Which for another episode is basically whiskey. After a bit, like you've aged it for so long, picks the same profiles, taste, as a whiskey would be. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't like tequila out there, get an old, aged mezcal.
Yep. It's pretty good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how it will taste when once we put ice on this.
Probably great.
Wow.
I mean, it tastes good now, but I mean.
And for you to say that and you definitely don't like your drinks neat, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm definitely adverse to having it straight up neat. I always like a little ice. It's something to add to the flavors.
I think personally, as you all have seen, I've gone from mixing it with Coke to taking it straight. I definitely think that when you add ice to it, it allows it to breathe a little bit. Same concept a little bit with red wine. You put the ice in there. it sort of brings it back to life. There's a different flavor profile a little bit. So again, I recommend you try it. Get your flavor profile, try it neat, and then add some ice to it.
Cool. So, let's see. Let's give it some ice, because call me what you want. I'm still stronger than you. Cube here.
All right.
We haven't actually tested that, so.
Right. Get him, Chris.
TBD.
Right.
Bench is not strength, purely strength.
Got you in bench all day.
Yeah, you do. I'll try this too.
Oh, you want the ice as well?
I have to. We're
doing both.
all
profiles.
experience this.
I thought you were just like, oh, no, I don't want any. Cube here.
Thank you.
There we go.
Cool. So how long do we let it sit for?
Just a little bit. Just let it melt a little bit. Just a little bit to let the chill come in.
All right, and we got our ice. So let's try this flavor profile with something different.
Cool.
There we
Cheers,
go.
guys.
Cheers to the bros.
The bros, because this is the way I like it. This is why we're cheersing here.
Of course, totally different.
Totally different.
Yes,
Totally different. And I think even the chill to it added something.
this definitely tastes a lot more like the mezcal to me. This is a tequila. This is not a whiskey, in my opinion. Like, that's how I feel about this.
I don't like it chilled.
You don't.
That's fair.
It was so nice when it was neat. Now the change is just, it's too... I know what it could be.
No, in all honesty,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I kind of liked it neat.
Oh.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
Like, I liked it neat better. I don't like it with the ice.
In all honesty, I love it now with the ice. I kind of was like, now with the ice, I love it.
It tasted more like whiskey before, and now when I added the ice, it tastes way more on the tequila side to me.
And this is why you drink with your friends, and everybody is going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
The tasting profile is going to be different. There's no right, there's no, well, actually they are wrong, but
Ow, my feelings.
but there's no right, there's no wrong. You just enjoy it. That's why we're here. That's exactly what we're trying to do for everybody, to let them know there's different flavor profiles, and enjoy it however you enjoy it.
So, all right. Well, I guess next time when I'm in California, I have to stop by the distillery. It's right there in LA. I mean, although LA from San Francisco is what, 4 hours?
It's a trip.
Yeah.
And they make a vodka, they make a white whiskey, they make 2 other versions, they make a bourbon. So they really do have a decent spirits menu. So if you're ever out west, there's definitely some place to try.
Yeah. So R6, next time you're in Chicago area, or if you want to know some places, Patrick and I and Chris as well, we know everywhere to go.
We know a few spots. We know a few places.
Well, yeah, quite a few.
Quite, yeah.
Right. And next week we have
C2E2.
C2E2. So we got a nerd episode coming up. And for that special nerd episode, you're at least joining us for part of it, right?
I will be.
Yeah.
What's C2E2?
The Chicago comic
Did you
book.
see the paint on his face? Did you see the paint? Like, oh my God.
You never know the acronym or meaning behind it.
When he doesn't know C2E2 is like the pain that the nerds feel that when people confuse Star Trek with Star Wars.
Oh, why'd you do that?
This is what I endure to bring you good bourbon.
So we're going to C2E2, also known as the Chicago Comic Book and Entertainment Expo. That starts this Friday. Hopefully I'll be back from Niagara Falls by then. Yeah, going out there this week. Actually tomorrow, in a couple hours, I'm catching a flight to Niagara. That'll be fun. But we will be reviewing one of the longtime favorites here, Widow Jane.
All right.
Yeah, she's been sitting on the shelf for a little while. Been waiting for a special occasion. What's more special than C2E2, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a little Easter egg in the background.
Where is C2E2 being held?
The McCormick place down in, what area is that? Is it considered South Loop too?
It is still
South Loop.
Yeah, it's still South Loop.
South Loop, yeah.
Call us Mr. South Loop, right?
Right. That's
Doing everything down here.
Oh, yeah.
So again, if you're in town and we've on all the sites. If you're in town, hit us up, and we wouldn't mind meeting up. That being said, one of the things that we want to add, if there's something you want to know, something you want to see, a question that you have, feel free to hit us up,
Yeah, leave a comment down below in the comment section.
and we'll be happy to try to accommodate.
Yep.
Until then,
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers.